In this edition of the Sports Shorts, Sarah's going to be demonstrating a great stabilization exercise for the rotator cuff, but not only is it an excellent stabilization exercise for the rotator cuff, it actually works on co-contracting the deltoids and actually preventing you, it actually becomes an anti-extension exercise. Now we've set up the camera so that we've got her in stereo here so we can see both aspects. What we're working on is a mini band. These are from Perform Better, great company, and they supply really good quality mini bands, and they come in different levels of strength and tensile strength. Yellow being super easy, then they go from green to black from green to blue to black. What Sarah's going to do is actually demonstrate a slight abduction movement. Automatically, you know her supraspinatus and her deltoid are going to be activated. So while she's doing this, she's going to dynamically keep those arms in a railroad track, on a railroad track, bring them all the way to about there, and then right back down. The idea here is that this also helps prevent the shoulders from shrugging, because by abducting and lifting, the mid traps and the lower traps actually get stimulated. They actually get woken up, and there won't be as much shrugging. By activating the deltoids, you actually incorporate strength in those muscles so that the trapezius muscles, the upper traps, don't do so much. If you notice also in the mirror, what's going to happen is, especially in Sarah's case, there's a little bit of extension happening. That's a little bit too much. That's confirming to us that her lats are a little tight. So to offset that, what she can actually do is to create a slight pelvic tilt and repeat the same maneuver. This will render the exercise a lot harder, and actually, she won't be going up as high, and actually help promote a little bit more anti-extension so that the arm eventually will get higher and higher, activating the rotator cuff in a position where it's usually weakest. This is a great exercise for that purpose. When this becomes a little bit too easy, what you can do is lower the elastic down towards the wrists and actually towards the fingers, which is quite the exercise. So opening and lifting. And this will amplify a lot more extension in the lower back, and then right back down. So then we'll demonstrate again with a little bit of a pelvic tilt, and we'll notice how it's going to limit Sarah a little bit more. And if you try this at home, you will get a nauseating tiredness or fatigue in the deltoid muscles in the shoulder complex. I would suggest you do one set to fatigue, because the one way to actually promote a little bit more strength is to fatigue these muscles. Fatigue can be anywhere from 6 reps to 26 reps. If you do one set to fatigue per day, that will actually help incorporate a lot of length, dynamic length in the lats, strength in the rotator cuffs, activation of the lower traps, mid traps, and less shrugging in the upper traps. And that's this edition of the Sports Shorts.